Hello, it's Helen Godden and welcome back to our Christmas Countdown Quilt-a-long. We're almost there. We've got this bottom section here to do for December 23. But before we jump into that, I wanted to tell you about one of my online classes called Magic Mushrooms. It's a new class we released this year and it combines two different painting techniques, painting with dye and painting with acrylic paint. We learn a lot of different quilting styles and lots of tips along the way. It's actually a 3-day class that my daughter and I filmed, and she's edited it down to 2.5 hours of class that you join in and get all the best bits of our 3-day workshop. It's filmed with actually live students and you actually get to see their work progress alongside mine and your own. So join in Magic Mushrooms, and it doesn't matter when you start the project, you'll have limitless access to those classes and those instructional videos. Have a bit of a read about that on helengodden.com. Now let's get on with December 23. So I'd like to share with you now in this large space a technique I call road maps, and I'm finding a lot of people are loving this. Once you understand this technique, it's really useful for all kinds of tricky quilting situations. So I'm just going to move the needle out of the way and we're going to look at this section here. So with your friction pen or panda pencil, if you're working on a dark fabric, you're going to create a road map to follow in this area. So we start by making a curve or a curl and then join another one onto it. It doesn't matter where or when, just join one on. And the idea is that if this was an entire suburb, we're trying to make sure that the roads enter every area and fill the space. So just keep adding different sections as long as one bit touches onto the next. It's the only thing you've got to ensure. And we start with this curly shape, but later on you might find there's other shapes you can do that will still give you a road map, but it'll look quite different. Right the way out to there to fill that area. So I'm pretty satisfied, maybe there, maybe there. So now I'm going to start here and stitch one side of that line and never cross over that line, and just keep stitching and following that path. And I'm effectively doing half of this shape, but lo and behold, I will get back to the beginning. It's just like a maze. It always surprises me how that just works, okay? Because you're stitching on one side of the line and then the other side of the line, and you find yourself back at the beginning. When we iron that and that friction pen's gone, you're left with a truly cool looking design there for the bottom of our Christmas basket. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our very last time, December 24. We're going to pop that green thread back on and stitch our last section together. Bye-bye.